You know, patriotism is the weirdest thing to me. I myself am Canadian, so we don't necessarily have the same level of patriotic pride that Americans do, at least in my experience. There's definitely a lot of people in Canada as well that want to wave the flag like that, you know what I mean? When I just see patriotism by itself, it's almost goofy. It's it's just bizarre. Why you're so devoted to a flag. It just doesn't make sense to me. I have a video for you guys today, straight off the dome. The Doug Dimma Dome. Ugh, I hate that. America's biggest patriot is Canadian. I know what you're thinking. Andre, how does that work? How can a Canadian be America's biggest patriot? I have no idea. Do you have any idea the number of Canadians that are obsessed with American politics, that support Trump, despite being in a country where they literally have no legal way to vote for him? It's really strange. Hey guys, hey folks, y'all are Canadian. So once again, a topic that I'm discussing was brought to my attention thanks to YouTube ads. And you know what that means? Whoever made the video paid for it themselves so that I could see it. And the guy in question here today is named Tom McDonald. He is a rapper who wants to only focus on right-wing shit. Hold on, I gotta find his Wikipedia page. I forgot the one fact that I had about him. Oh my god. Okay. Now, if you want me to describe to you just what kind of person Tom McDonald is, well, let's read the public image section of his Wikipedia page. Writing for Vice, Drew Miller described McDonald as turgid and wrote that he rose to fame by taking the undercooked platitudes of the intellectual dark web and filtering them into songs, adding that he can feel like an unstoppable force of reactionary dumbness. Oh my god, I'm allergic to this fucking guy. Garrett Gravely of the Dallas Observer wrote that his songs, being white victim complex anthems, made him an oracle of sorts among Zoomer Trump supporters. Wow. So you're just breeding an incel community, it seems. Almost. Probably. You know, I'm not one to judge, but it's on your Wikipedia page, dude. That's not a good thing. Nick Monroe of the Post-Millennial described McDonald as anti-woke. And Ariana Thompson of Inked. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess that somebody from Inked is talking about McDonald because look at this fucking guy. I don't like to judge people's physical appearances. Once we get into the actual song that I was advertised, I think we're allowed to judge it a little bit, just a little bit. Ariana Thompson of Inked described McDonald as one of the most divisive personas hip hop has ever seen, and wrote that his right-wing fan base clings onto every word he utters. That is very terrifying, honestly, as a description, noting that there's 4 different articles that were written about how this guy is essentially breeding an incel community. He is preaching these terrible, terrible beliefs to the youths of America and most likely other countries as well. And I say other countries because this is going to take us back to my little opening bit about patriotism. Guess where Tom McDonald is from? That's right. Tom McDonald is a born and raised Canadian. So basically, he grew up in British Columbia and Alberta, Canada. And according to his Wikipedia page, once again I'm quoting his Wikipedia page, he is a Canadian rapper, songwriter, and former professional wrestler. And he rose to prominence in 2021 with his songs White Boy, Snowflakes, and Fake Woke. If those song titles don't say anything about his character, then I don't know what the would, honestly. By the way, for legal reasons, this is a joke. Tom McDonald is kind of jacked. I don't want to get punched. It's all jokes. My legal team will be protecting me. Let's go into Tom McDonald's song called America. This thing has 5 million views. Jesus Christ. He's at...
Lately, USA is getting scarier.
Oh my God. What's scary is f***ing this image.
For the Americans, I see all hate America. They hate the cops doing their best to take care of us and kneel for the flag and salt the soldiers that we're burying. I'm tired of the pissing and complaining why you living in America if all you do is hate it.
Maybe because that's where they were born. I don't know. I'm born in Canada. I don't like a lot of the stuff that happens here, but I'm not going to change. I'm not going to move to another country and go through the citizenship process just to get away from it. My life's here. That first thought doesn't make any sense. People live in America but hate America because they have no other option but to live in America because they've already set up their life there.
Take a stand against the nation. Real bravery is dying for the right so you can say it. Dear America, what happened to Americans? Apparently no one's aware or cares that it's embarrassing. It's arrogance. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists, and now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage.
I forgot about that lyric. Oh my God. Oh my God. Our greatest enemy was always slavery and terrorists. And now it's people in the country trying to burn the heritage. You mean it's people in the country trying to burn the awful impacts that slavery had on America? You're mad about people trying to burn the heritage? I'm assuming because you're on the right wing, I'm assuming you're talking about the Confederacy, right? You're pissed that people are trying to burn that heritage? Wow. Also, I have family that have been in the military, and I can say without a fraction of a doubt that they would consider you wearing a military garb in this way to be disrespectful. While you're preaching all this shit, you're like faking being somebody in the military by wearing their outfit. That's like making it not seem as this prestigious thing because some fucking guy, you are wearing it. Weird.
I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment.
Every fucking lyric. Oh my God. Every lyric has something just insane. That's wow. He
built different.
He just sees the world different. He says it's mental. Okay, it ain't Republicans or liberals, it's mental illness. The internet is only interested in left opinions. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. What side of the internet are you on, dude? You've obviously just found yourself on the side of the internet that is leftist. Have you seen Parler? Have you seen literally any other source of right-wing media? You can find your niche. You can find your bubble of people that believe the same way as you. All of the internet is not there just trying to fuck with you. Actually, you know what? I think it is. I think the Zuck and Gates are explicitly targeting you to feed you leftist opinions, to fuel your rage on leftist media. It's definitely not Tom actively clicking on leftist articles and leftist media that is making him only see that type of stuff. It's not him. People are out to get him, you know? People are trying to make the internet left. Ew, gross. Ugh. Disgusting. Cancel culture's got more power lately than the First Amendment. I'm sure when he's talking about the First Amendment, he's talking about his ability to speak his mind about his music and the topics he wants to rap about, which are inherently offensive and potentially harmful to other people. But no, that's the thing we should be worried about, you know? Something that is propagated online and can be thoroughly verified then forgotten afterwards.
If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me.
Whoa. If you don't like it, leave. We will not defund police. We don't want no riots in our neighborhoods or in the streets. I really don't want to get political because I didn't want this channel to become that. But if you want to talk about the riots that were happening in the year of 2020 and 2021, they all began as peaceful protests until some type of force, whether it be police or military or something like that, came in to arrest people, then became violent towards those protesters, leading to the protesters becoming violent as well, because reactions exist. If you are being attacked, you're not going to sit there letting yourself get attacked. You will probably fight back to try to save your own life. But hey, that's my opinion. I don't want people to fucking go off on me about this topic. It's just bizarre points to make. Like, he's clearly on the front of Blue Lives Matter, which is a completely absurd way of thinking. That's a completely different topic, a completely different video that I won't be making because it doesn't need to be said from a fucking white guy. We respect freedom of speech. We protect what we believe. You respect freedom of speech, but you don't give a shit about cancel culture. You don't give a shit about Republicans or liberals. You don't care about people's political views being voiced by those people, except for when it comes to you. We protect what we believe. We don't want nobody dead, so please do not tread on me. This is the most, boo-hoo shit I've ever heard. It's so funny. He's just going like,
I'm gonna say something offensive, but I didn't really mean it. Please don't get mad at me. I'm just a nice little right-wing boy. I don't want nobody to get mad at me. I just want to say my offensive stuff in peace. I don't mean to offend people, even though I'm blatantly saying it in a rap song I produced myself.
I'm assuming he produced it himself. Does it say on azlyrics.com? No, it doesn't. Because why would it? Tom McDonald described the song on Twitter on the 2nd of October, 2021, as such, a pro-America anthem in an anti-American climate, and added, "Loving America shouldn't be controversial. Hating America shouldn't be trendy." One day later, he posted about the matter. America is not the sum of its downfalls and shortcomings. It's the spirit of the American people. I will always have love for that. Bro, you're fucking Canadian. Dude, you may live in LA now. You may happen to be an American citizen. Maybe. I don't fucking know. But all your information online says you're Canadian. Why? Anyway, let's go into the chorus.
In America, your freedom ain't free. In America, got soldiers dying overseas. So America, you say what we believe. My America, I won't ever take a knee. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you back your bags. America.
In America, the freedom ain't free. Yeah. Wait. Wait, the first line's kind of a leftist opinion, isn't it? The freedom ain't free? Are you trying to say that there are oppressed peoples in America whose freedoms are kind of limited due to America's policies? Is that what you're trying to say, Tom? That's kind of sounds like that to me. You're not sounding like that. Wait, hold on. I have been pointing the right way. Okay. That's, from your perspective, that's left, that's right. Okay, cool. I've been doing this correctly. Ugh. Shit, dude, that's kind of a leftist opinion. But then you completely backtrack on it and say, "My America, I won't ever take a knee." He's making fun of Colin Kaepernick's protest against police brutality and racial injustice in the United States. That's nice to see that Tom is willing to so explicitly show his views that he doesn't believe in police brutality or racial injustice. It's so bizarre. He's really, this guy is really going after every single thing that you can think of. Our freedom is the reason you can disrespect our flag. If my stars and stripes offend you, then I'll help you pack your bags. So, it's not necessarily the stars and stripes that offend people, but it's the way that people use that as a piece of power, I'm not offended by my country's flag. I'm not offended by the Canadian flag. What I might find offensive for the flag is the way that it's being used. If it's being used in a way to promote offensive, racist, homophobic, transphobic, any type of discriminatory way, then yeah, the flag, the fucking maple leaf will offend me. And just the way that you tackle politics, his views on the American flag and what America means to him is inherently offensive. So yeah, obviously Stars and Stripes offend most every other person that doesn't share your political views because you're treating it in a negative way. I keep saying you. I'm not talking about you guys watching the video. Unless Tom McDonald's watching it, then oh my God, I'm terrified.
Does anybody know what the hell happened to the Patriots? Lately, this nation is so ashamed and hating itself. Did everyone forget that people died to pay for this ungratefulness? United States gave everything to you just to help. I just want to celebrate Thanksgiving with my family. I don't need your help to understand it was a tragedy. Can I just be thankful for my country eating happily without you trying to guilt me for the genocide and casualties?
Nobody is trying to make you feel guilty for the colonization of indigenous peoples in North America. Nobody's trying to guilt you specifically. Why are you feeling guilty about it? That's what the fuck? Nobody is guilting you explicitly for it, but you're denying the importance of the event. It's not about you. Oh my God, it's not about you. It's about the indigenous peoples. Why are you bringing up Thanksgiving? I'm getting really tired of listening to this, but
I can't help it, I just seem to see the world different. It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. I don't need your pronouns, all I see is men and women. Kids are taking...
It ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system. Once again, going so far to the right. Once again, going so far to the right that you ended up coming left. It's ain't black or white, it's conflict designed by the system because the system is inherently racist and it feeds on conflict, on racial conflict. Everybody give a round of applause. Tom McDonald has turned into a leftist. Oh, fuck. Never mind. Breaking. Okay. I'll read the teleprompter. This just in. All people who do not conform to the gender binary have now disappeared off the face of the earth. Tom McDonald, a Canadian rapper, has declared that he only sees men and women and doesn't need pronouns. Therefore, all people not following the gender binary have now disappeared off the face of the earth. Guys, I'm really sorry to anybody who is not conforming to the gender binary listening right now. Well, you've already disappeared. I apologize. This guy, he's spoken the word. His word is the only word that ever matters. So he's declared that you guys don't exist. So he Thanos snapped you guys away. I am so sorry. That's a fucking stupid joke. Let's take a moment of silence for all the homies who don't conform to the gender binary who have now disappeared. Thank you. Okay, let's listen to the next verse.
If you don't like it, go. Hate it, then don't call it home. We don't need no violence, got no time for all you radicals. Screw your status quo.
Oh, yeah. We don't need no violence. Got no time for all you radicals. Yeah, the leftists. Yo, those radical leftists. Yeah, those are the ones, they're going to be toppling the government. The leftist people are the ones that are going to be, you know, trying to break into government building. Andre, for that bit, I want you to overlay images of the January 6th Capitol insurrection. Please do that when you're editing. Thank you. And also don't forget to call Mom.
You can hate the government and still love the country. The fundamental values of America are concrete. Republicans and liberals are dumb, to put it bluntly. They're labels that they use to create chaos and corruption.
Yeah, they are, dude. Political parties are meant to create chaos and division. Once again, you went so far right that you turned left. The fundamental values of America are concrete. They are also 200 years old. So, well, I don't know any human being that is 200 years old. Betty White is only 100 in a few months. So, she's not even close to that day and age.
We started out United States, divided is what we've become. If home is where the heart is, you should show America some love.
Welcome to A Brief Moment in History with Andre. Have you heard of a two-party system? That is when a country is split between two political parties, and that then splits the political views and the votes. You've watched Hamilton or took any history course that touched on the United States, you would know that, in the 1790s, there became the Federalist Party and the Democratic Republican Party. Do you know what that means? That there was a two-party system almost at the beginning of the United States. So, was the United States ever united in the way that you're trying to speak about it, Tom? Tommy boy? Tommy McD? Was it ever? And I'm not here to bash on the United States. Canada's the same way. As far as I've known, we have had multiple parties in it. We have 3 leading parties now. Technically 2, but the NDP is starting to get more power. So it's the same thing here. I'm not bashing on the United States because we have the same shit happening here. Oh, well, I'm not insulting the United States more than I'm insulting Canada. Maybe just think more when you're writing lyrics. Maybe do that. Maybe, brush up on basic history. Okay, I'm done. I don't need it. No, I'm done. I don't need to hear that anymore. So that was America from Tom MacDonald. Lovely fella, don't you think? Seems like such a nice guy. One more bit of information before I leave you guys. He self-publishes his music. He does not have a record label. Well, then again, I couldn't think of a record label that would be willing to sign somebody that is this controversial and how blatantly offensive they are with their content. But here we have a fun little meme, if you can call it that, from his Twitter. Anyways, as the super strong and super intuitive Canadian patriot that I am, I chose to make my own version of a rap that shows the power that Canada has. Because not enough people are patriots in this country. Yeah, shout out freesound.org for the sick beat. It's your boy LaCroix. It's Canada. Here we go. I might have been born in Canada, but I still got IBS. I took an enema. Wave the flag, yeah, show that maple. We all got syrup on our tables. Canadian, it might be my nationality, but I don't make it the only part of my personality. Yeah, that's all I really got on the topic. I think focusing your nationality is the main part of you as a person. Makes you lack substance as a human. That's all I gotta say, really. Goodbye. So my camera died, and now I'm filming the outro with my phone. My phone is much better quality. Why the fuck wasn't I using this before? Thank you so much for watching this video. It's not necessarily a topic I'm going to want to pursue much further, because I know getting political, especially on YouTube, is something very difficult to do. Please feel free to like and comment on the video. I would love for you to subscribe and turn on my notifications. I'm hoping to upload a lot more commentary content to this channel, so it would be really appreciated to see if it can grow and if it's really worthwhile for me to continue doing this. I mean, I am making it for myself, but it's nice to see people enjoying it as well as me. In the words of Jarvis Johnson, always be plugging. Follow me on Twitter, on Instagram. I tend to just post really dumb brain shit on Twitter. And also subscribe to my film podcast, Let's Go to the Movies. We have been on a hiatus for about 2 months now, but we're going to be back for Halloween. Hopefully, if we can actually record on time. Probably not, but I will be back soon. See ya.